All right, guys, welcome back. Once again, today is May 16th, 2020. Happy Saturday. My name is Justin. I'm a program assistant here at the Long Island Alzheimer's and Dementia Center. You may have caught me earlier today. We were doing some physical exercises, some chair exercises. Then if you tuned in at 12:30, we saw Steve doing some cooking videos, and now we are back. We're gonna exercise our brains, and we're gonna be doing some trivia today, so you get your thinking caps on. I'm gonna get started in just a moment, let some people to join in. In the meantime, I just wanna remind you guys that we have programming coming to you Monday through Saturday here on Facebook Live. We do everything from trivia games to physical exercise, cooking videos, story time, so many different activities to keep you guys occupied while you're staying safe at home. We're still bringing programming to you, even though we can't meet in person. Just a reminder, if you miss any of our live streams, you can catch them all here on our Facebook page. We have archives of all of them, or go on our website, lidementia.org. While you're there, be sure to donate. It helps us to continue to bring these videos to you. Or at the very least, just give this video a like, comment, share the video, do whatever you can do. It really helps us so we can continue to keep these programming going until we can meet again. Give it another few seconds, let some more people join in, and we will get started. Alright, I see a few people, and so I think I'm going to get started. Alright guys, once again, my name is Justin. I'm a program assistant here at the Long Island Alzheimer's Dementia Center. Be sure to give this video a like, comment down below, let me know that you are here. Today we are going to be doing candy trivia. Now I know in the past I've done videos doing trivia about like geography and like history, like that's boring stuff. I knew that you guys wanted something fun. So all these questions are about candy. Let me know down below what your favorite candy is. And what I want you guys doing is try to, if you know the answer to any of these questions, comment below. I know the comments are a bit delayed on my end, but I love to see it when you guys get these questions. It helps me knowing that you guys are staying active, you're participating, you're getting these questions right. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna start with a very easy one. I think you guys are all gonna know this one. What candy has the slogan, "It melts in your mouth, not in your hands"? So I'm looking for a candy whose slogan is, "It melts in your mouth, not in your hands." I'm looking for a chocolate candy that's pretty colorful, and they're very small, they're bite-sized. So one more time, a candy whose slogan is, "It melts in your mouth, not in your hands." And if you guys guessed M&M's, you would be correct. Yes, M&M's, they do not melt. They melt in your mouth. They don't melt in your hands. I don't know if that's true, especially on a warm day like this. But that was their slogan all the way back in 1941 is when M&M started. Now, speaking of M&M's, does anybody know the 6 colors that are found in a traditional bag of M&M's? I'm really making you think now. You know, you may be eating M&M's all the time, but do you guys know what colors that are actually in M&M's? I'll give you a hint. If you think about the rainbow, you should get about 5 of them. Alright, so the colors I am looking for were actually red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and brown. So yeah, just like the rainbow, except take out the purple and replace it with brown, and you got the 6 colors of M&M's. Though on their website, there are over 24 different colors of M&M's that you can order. And you can even personalize them, put your name in, do a whole bunch of fun stuff with that. Alright guys, here's another easy one. What is the name of a Pennsylvania town where you'll find street lights shaped like chocolate kisses and the aroma of chocolate sweeping the air. So I'm looking for a place in Pennsylvania where you may see street lights shaped like chocolate kisses and the aroma of chocolate sweeps the air. Now, you'll also find a certain factory in this town that produces a certain type of sweet, and even an amusement park right next to it. And I know you guys know this one. Yes, I am looking for Hershey, Pennsylvania. Hershey, Pennsylvania, home to the Hershey Chocolate World, the Chocolate Factory, and Hershey Park. But fun fact, Hershey is actually not an official town. It's actually considered unincorporated territory that is part of the Derry Township. Yet Hershey itself has been around since 1896, which is insane. Alright guys, here's another one for you. What is the name of a chewing gum with comic strips inside? So I'm looking for a type of chewing gum. When you opened up the wrapper, there was actually a little comic strip inside with a little guy whose name may be Joe. If you guessed Bazooka gum, you are correct. When you open a wrapper of Bazooka gum, they have the Bazooka Joe comics in there. However, they did end the comics back in 2012, though. They'd have other stuff, other fun stuff in there. Alright, guys. Next one. This is an easy one. What type of candy would you typically only find in the fall, and it has a yellow base, an orange middle, and a little white top? So I'm looking for a candy that you'll typically find in the fall that has a yellow base, orange middle, and a white top. You guys have to know this one. Of course, I'm talking about candy corn. Candy corn, those little triangles. I mean, they don't really taste like corn. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them. But apparently a lot of people are, because each year 35 million pounds of candy corn is produced, or 9 billion pieces. 9 billion pieces of candy corn. I don't know who's eating that. Let me know if you guys do eat candy corn, because that's insane. Alright. Next one. I am looking at this famous 1970 commercial that featured a young boy approaching Mr. Owl, asking him how many licks does it take to get to the center of this specific candy treat. So, once again, a young boy approaches Mr. Owl, asking him how many licks does it take to get to the candy center of this specific candy. You know, this commercial still airs today, 50 years later, and of course I am talking about none other than a Tootsie Pop, because at the center of that Tootsie Pop is a little Tootsie Roll. Now, what's crazy is, while the world may never know how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, many places have done studies, including University of Michigan and Purdue, but their answers have varied from 144 licks to up to 411 licks. So you really may not know how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. I don't know. Okay, next one. What candy bar was named not after a great Yankees player, but rather after President Grover Cleveland's daughter? So this candy bar, many people think it's named after a certain New York Yankee, but it was actually named after the daughter of former President Grover Cleveland. And if you guessed Baby Ruth, you would be correct. The Baby Ruth candy bar is named after Grover Cleveland's daughter, not Yankees legend Babe Ruth like many assume. This candy bar with peanuts and caramel and chocolate flavored nougat is celebrating its 100th anniversary next year. Yes, 100 years of Baby Ruth's. Alright. Speaking of which, Another presidential question. What was Richard Nixon's favorite candy bar, which was named after a milkshake featuring malted milk powder and is not named after a certain celestial composition of stars, like you may presume? So I'm looking for a candy bar that, while it sounds like a group of stars, is actually named after a malted milkshake. And yes, I am looking for the Milky Way. Richard Nixon's favorite candy bar is a Milky Way, which is nougat topped with caramel and chocolate. Sounds so good. All right, I see you guys are getting these ones. Awesome. Keep letting me know in the comments if you guys know the answers. All right, I got one more presidential question. What candy did Ronald Reagan, what candy did Ronald Reagan develop a love for as an attempt to quit smoking? So this is a little candy that President Ronald Reagan originally fell in love with to quit smoking, but then he was very well known for liking this candy. They're little pieces of candy that come in many flavors, and their factory, I believe, is based in California. The answer is, of course, Jelly Bellies. Ronald Reagan's favorite candy is the Jelly Belly. In fact, at his inauguration, they had 3.5 tons of red, white, and blue jelly beans sent for his inauguration, though his favorite flavor was actually licorice, which I find kind of weird. Like, who likes licorice jelly beans? Let me know if you do in the comments. All right. What candy bar was named after a horse and is made of chocolate, peanuts, and caramel, and was originally sold for a nickel? Now, I know, like, I'm reading these, and a lot of candy bars, they seem to have the same things. Chocolate, nuts, caramel, nougat. I'm specifically looking for a candy bar that was named after a horse, is made of chocolate, peanuts, and caramel, and is sold for a nickel. And specifically, you may eat this candy bar if you're feeling extra hungry. And of course, I am looking for a Snickers bar. A Snickers, yes. And we know those commercials where they say you're not you when you're hungry. And that commercial has featured the likes of Betty White, Steve Buscemi, and even Danny Trejo. Alright, next one. Excuse me. What candy can be put in a refillable dispenser with cartoon character heads on the top, such as Daffy Duck, Fred Flintstone, and even Batman? So this is an old one. This is a certain candy dispenser where you put the candies inside, and there's a little cartoon head on top where you just click it and the candy shoots out, and it has people like Daffy Duck, Fred Flintstone, Batman, so many cartoon characters and celebrities. Of course, I am talking about Pez dispensers. You guys remember Pez dispensers? You got to put the little Pez brick in, and it shoots right out. Fun fact about Pez. Pez actually gets its name from the German word Pfefferminz, which has the letters P, E, and Z in there. And that word translates to peppermint. Alright, speaking of mint, what candy tells you to double your pleasure and double your fun? I don't know if this counts as a candy, but I'm going to go anyway. So it's a type of candy that tells you to double your pleasure, double your fun. Keyword here, of course, is double. You may know the commercials that featured a certain pair of twins, the Double Mint twins, because of course I am referring to Double Mint gum. You guys remember Double Mint gum? I mean, I still have it, but you know. Alright. Oh, here's a fun one. In the movie E.T., what type of candy does Elliot use to entice the scared titled character? So when E.T. was hiding in Elliot's house, the boy Elliot, he puts a certain candy, he leads a trail to attract E.T. And it's an orange and yellow and brown, chocolatey peanut butter one. I know you guys know this. Of course, I am talking about Reese's Pieces. Yeah, in the movie. So Elliot leads a trail of Reese's Pieces to attract E.T. And Hershey actually paid Steven Spielberg $1 million to feature Reese's Pieces specifically in the movie. I believe Spielberg wanted to put like Hershey Kisses or something, but they used Reese's Pieces because at the time that was their brand new candy. And once people saw the movie, Reese's Pieces sales soared like none other, and it's now a great staple in Hershey candy today. All right. Speaking of sales, which U.S. holiday sees the highest candy sales each year? Now, this is a pretty easy one, but I'm going to give you some choices. So, U.S. holiday that sees the highest candy sales each year. Could it be Easter, Halloween, Valentine's Day, or Christmas? See, phone home, I love it. So, candy holiday, U.S. holiday that sees the highest candy sales. Is it Easter, Halloween, Valentine's Day, or Christmas? And of course, it has to be Halloween. Halloween has a tremendous amount of candy sales each year at $2.75 billion spent by Americans each year on candy. That's money well spent, in my opinion. All right. This is a fun one. So there are two candy bars I'm thinking of on this one that are very similar, but they have a little bit of difference. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. So there's this popular campaign featuring these two candy bars made by the same manufacturer where they say sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. I will describe the candy bar. So the one that feels like a nut, it has almonds, coconut, and milk chocolate, while the other one is just coconut and dark chocolate, no almonds. So that's why sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. And of course, I am talking about an Almond Joy and a Mounds bar. Yes, you got Almond Joy and Mounds. Almond Joy, you got those almonds in there with the coconut, chocolate. Mounds, you don't got the nuts in there. Slight difference, but you know, it's still popular. All right, next one. What nougat candy bar comes in a yellow wrapper and is named after a popular dance craze of the 1920s? Nougat candy bar that comes in a yellow wrapper and is named after a popular dance craze of the 1920s, the Roaring 20s, with the flappers and all that fun stuff. Man, that was 100 years ago now. That's crazy. Of course, I am talking about the Charleston Chew. Charleston Chew, fun fact, they used to offer it in vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and even banana. But now it's just a chocolate-covered nougat bar, just like all the other ones. But apparently there's a difference. Again, let me know what your favorite candy is down below. I want to see. All right. What kind of candy snaps, pops, and fizzes in your mouth when it makes contact with your tongue? So a little colorful candy that when it touches your tongue, it snaps and pops and fizzes. Just don't have it with like soda because you're gonna see a real explosion there. Of course, I am talking about Pop Rocks. Do you guys remember Pop Rocks? They come in a little pack and they fizz in your mouth. Now, the Pop Rocks, they actually do that because they have little bubbles of pressurized carbon dioxide that when they meet with your saliva, they basically explode, which is crazy. Pop Rocks, yeah. All right. Here's an interesting one. What is another word for a sugary, fluffy treat that is referred to as fairy floss if you're in Australia, or candy floss in places like the UK and Ireland. So a sugary, fluffy treat that around the world may be referred to as fairy floss or candy floss. And you may get this at a carnival, at a fair, at the circus. Of course, I am talking about cotton candy. Cotton candy. Yeah, you guys know cotton candy. So it can be considered fairy floss or candy floss, but we call it cotton candy here in the States. I see Lauren saying how her favorites were Butterfinger BBs and Reese's Bites, both now extinct. I remember those, the Butterfinger BBs. Okay, I got another one for you guys. This one you may have not had in a while, but what flavor are Circus peanut marshmallows? Circus peanuts. So this is kind of a trick question. I'll tell you right now, they're not peanut flavored. I don't even think there's peanuts in these. But you guys know those Circus peanuts? They're very fluffy. They're like an orange marshmallow. Kind of look like a packing peanut. They were sold as a penny candy at a 5 and dime store, so you could buy them for only a penny. These little fluffy Circus peanuts were actually flavored as banana. Believe it or not, Circus peanuts were banana flavored, which is insane. Alright. Can anyone tell me what type of candy can you wear on a finger, and you possibly may have proposed to someone with this type of candy when you were a kid? If you use this as an adult, I'm a little bit concerned, but kids, it's alright. So this is a candy that you can wear on your finger and maybe use to pretend to propose to someone. Of course, what other candy can you wear on your finger than a ring pop? Ring pops. You know, it's like a little hand, you just slide it right on your finger and you can suck it right there. They were actually invented by a man named Frank Richards as an attempt to get his daughter to stop sucking her thumb. But it actually didn't work. But, you know, we still got ring pops, so that's awesome. Alright. Another candy that you can suck on. I am looking for... This is actually a fictional candy, but it was... I'll get to it later, but it's a fictional candy produced by Mr. Willy Wonka that changes color and flavor as you suck on it, but it never gets smaller. So what was that candy in that movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where when you suck on it, it changes flavor and color, but it never gets smaller? I believe Wonka said this was a candy for those who don't have money because it's a candy that lasts forever. Hint there. It was everlasting. Yeah, I'm talking about everlasting gobstoppers. You remember that funky shaped candy in the movie where like you suck on it, it changes flavors, but it doesn't go away? I mean, while we can't have that in real life, they did release everlasting gobstoppers, kind of similar to the movie, but they were round. They were basically jawbreakers that had multiple flavors in theirs. I want to know if you guys remember trying those. It was disappointing to find out they don't really last forever, but they do last for a pretty long time. Alright. Oh, here's an interesting one. Before rationing during World War II, Three Musketeers used to have 3 flavors, hence the name, the Three Musketeers. So they used to have 3 different flavors that came in the pack before they started rationing sugar and they had to cut back. Does anyone know what flavors the original 3 Musketeers were? It's pretty simple if you think about what kind of flavors you usually find in sweets. Maybe like in ice cream or something. And yeah, the original 3 Musketeers was originally vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. It had 3 different flavors in one bar. But then when they started rationing sugar in World War II, they cut back the strawberry and vanilla. Now you just got that nougat-covered chocolate bar we have today, which is still good. You know, you got that fluffy whipped nougat. Oh, man. When was the last time you had a 3 Musketeers? Oh, this one's a controversial one. In 2013, the green Skittles was changed from lime to what flavor. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Skittles, you know, they have different Skittles flavors. They used to have the green one was lime, but they changed it to a different flavor, and people rioted over this. You guys know what flavor? They changed it from lime to what other flavor that could represent green? It has green in the name because I'm thinking about green apple. Yeah, they changed the green Skittle from lime to green apple, which is such a disappointment. They actually brought back lime Skittles for a bit in 2017, but if you're really craving one nowadays, head over to England and get a sour pack of Skittles, and they do have the lime one. Fun fact for you there. Alright. Okay, let's do this one. Speaking of England, what chocolate bar was introduced in the UK as Roundtree's Chocolate Crisp in 1935? This is a certain wafer candy, a chocolate candy, originally called Roundtree's Chocolate Crisp in 1935 in England. But in the US, we may know it as a similar, shorter name. You want to break me a piece of this candy, because of course I am talking about none other than Kit Kats. Kit Kats, yes, were originally known as Roundtree's Chocolate Crisp. Fun fact about Kit Kats, they have over 300 flavors, especially in Japan. They have so many flavors there, but some of the weirder ones I found were sweet potato Kit Kats, soy sauce Kit Kats, and even cough drop Kit Kats. Let me know, would you try a cough drop or soy sauce flavored Kit Kat? Alright, I got a few more for you guys. What is the name of a triangular shaped candy bar with Swiss milk chocolate, honey, and nougat? This is something you'll probably buy at the airport while you're waiting for your flight. Triangular shape. It comes in this long triangular box, I guess. And it has Swiss chocolate, honey, and nougat. You guys know it starts with a T. Of course, I'm talking about a Toblerone bar. Now, fun fact, if you look at the logo on the Toblerone, there's a little Easter egg in there. There's a bear hidden in there. I'm not going to tell you where, but next time you see a Toblerone, be on the lookout for a bear hiding in the logo. Alright. What sugary candy comes on a strip of white paper that you just pop it right off to eat? So a sugary candy, they were little candies that they came on a strip of white paper, kind of like this, but thinner, and then you just pop them right off. There were 3 flavors on there. There was a pink one that was cherry flavored, a blue, which was lime, why is blue lime, but anyways, and a yellow one, which was lemon. You guys know what I'm talking about? You pop them right off. I'm talking about candy buttons. That's a real throwback. Candy buttons, yeah, they come on a piece of paper, you just pop them off. Very good, very sour and sweet. Alright. A few more. What powdered candy was sold in a straw-like container and came in flavors like mango lime, Maui punch, and cucumber watermelon? Some weird flavors there. But basically, it was a straw wrapped in paper, and it had a powdered sugar in there. Powdered candy, rather. You know, you just pop it right off and you, like, eat the powder. Because apparently that's a thing. You guys know what I'm talking about? Of course, I'm talking about Pixie Sticks. You remember Pixie Sticks? It's a straw. They had the powdered Pixie Stick in there, and you just eat it right up. They were actually started as, like, a mix for a drink. So you just poured the little Pixie Stick into your water, mix it up, and now you have a fizzy beverage. Next time you try Pixie Sticks, see if that works, and let me know. I don't know if that would work today, but that's what they started as. Alright, I got 2 more for you. Of course, we all know about Hershey Kisses, those little chocolate, whatever shape you want to call it, or it's a Hershey Kiss. But what is a Hershey Kiss called if you mix it with white chocolate? It does have a specific name. So if you have a Hershey Kiss mixed with white chocolate, Now, if you think about the name Kiss, that may kind of be a hint. So, for regular chocolate thing, it's called a Hershey Kiss. Chocolate mixed with white chocolate was actually called Hershey Hugs. Hershey Hugs. I don't know if you guys knew that. That's crazy. Officially, if you mix Hershey Kiss with white chocolate, oh my god, you guys got a Hershey Hugs. You guys remember Hershey Hugs? That's crazy. Awesome. Let me know, do you guys remember Kissables? It was a short period in the late 2000s. They were kind of like M&Ms. They were like baby Hershey Kisses wrapped in a candy coating with like different colors. God, I miss those. Alright, if you guys get this last one, I will personally send you a bag of this treat. I don't know how, but I will. How many official flavors of Jelly Bellies are there? How many official flavors of Jelly Bellies are there? While you think about that, there were flavors such as Pina Colada, Toasted Marshmallow, and even A&W Root Beer as official flavors of Jelly Bellies. I'll give you a hint, it's definitely less than 100, but it's definitely more than 10. Any guesses? The answer is actually 50. There are 50 official flavors of Jelly Bellies, and that does not even include all like the temporary special flavors that they come in seasonally. 50 flavors. Man, that is a lot of flavors. Let me know if you have a favorite flavor. Like I said before, Ronald Reagan's favorite flavor was licorice, but I don't know about that. Anyway, guys, you guys did amazing today. I'm so glad you participated, keeping up, you know, exercising those brains, recalling information. You guys did amazing today. Go ahead, reward yourself with some candy. Maybe not too much because there's no dentist to go to right now, so we don't need all... Oh my god, Lauren, you got 50. Oh my god. I gotta get you a bag of Jelly Bellies. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for participating once again. We have all these videos on our Facebook page or our website, ladementia.org. We're off tomorrow. We'll be back Monday with more fun activities for you guys. Stay safe. Enjoy the weather. It's very beautiful out. If you can go out safely, please go out. You know, if not, call your loved one. You know, just check in on people. Make sure everyone is staying safe, happy, and well. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.